Sorry I'm late. Listen. I just finished Sunrise of the Reaping, and then I finished Cold Iron Task, and it's been an emotional week for me.
Hi, I'm Austin, and this is Late Starters. Tim.
Hey.
Hey, man. I'm sorry about your week.
No, it's been a good. They're good books. It's just Sunrise on the Reaping was the new Hunger Games book, and it was a lot. And then Cold Iron Task. There's not another book for me to read, and that's unacceptable.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Why the hell did you read the new Hunger Games book?
Okay, so I was just screwing around one day, and I'm like, hey, look, it's the Hunger Games. I'm gonna read the Hunger Games. Nobody's ever told me about the Hunger Games, so I'm gonna just read it real quick. And then it turns out it was pretty good. It was pretty good. You should try it, Austin. It's pretty good.
I think I'll give it a shot.
Like, the meanest thing you could do to Alex probably is just hear me say that and then read it. She got so mad at me because I took a Scott recommendation one time.
Uh-oh.
It's not like the meanest thing you could do to me. It's just predictable.
I took a Scott recommendation twice.
I know, me too. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. We also started reading Primal, and it's pretty good, too.
I fell in love with both of his recommendations.
Yeah. He's got another one he wants us to read. Have you started Path to Ascension yet?
I told him about Path to Ascension from another friend.
Okay.
It's a Donnie. A Donnie through Austin.
Donnybrook?
Donatello?
Gonna fucking go out to the yard and fucking have a Donnybrook?
What the shit is that?
Oh, I know what it is. It's a recap.
Okay. All right. So, Chunks.
Cha.
What are we sending? What are we sending this time to Nova? What haven't we told Nova?
Million.
Did we tell Nova all about Victor going on a date? I feel like that's important. I feel like
Million.
Okay, we did.
Million.
We did. Okay, so we got the date. What Victor didn't even tell us anything about the date. Like, where did they go? Did they have spaghetti? I mean, did they kiss? Did they kiss? Chunks. Did they? I wonder too.
Million.
Spoons will tell us. It'll be fine. Anyways, yeah. So then we were like looking for the Growlithe, and the Growlithe was like, oh, I'm gonna take off so we can tell her about that because like that Growlithe is pretty cool. We've told Nova about the Growlithe, right? Probably. Anyways, that took off. What else happened? Oh, we went to that cave, and then there was those two guys that were on the job that were lucky that Officer Jenny didn't get. Do you remember that conversation? Do you think that would make Nova too concerned that like we weren't being respected? Nah, she gets it. All right, so text that. Yep. No, we can't use voice to text. It screws everything up. I hate it. It's the worst. You say one thing, and then all of a sudden you're talking about something else because voice to text just picks up.
Million.
I'm calm. You're right. I'm calm. It's fine.
Million.
Anyways, tell Nova that we went and Scyther and Cubone, we all got ready, and then the guy came out, and then remember there was that attack and the fight, and then there was the Kangaskhan and the Zubat. Yeah, tell Nova about the Kangaskhan. Nova will want to know about Kangaskhan. And there was a battle. Oh, and then Spoons was there. Oh, but tell her about Pichu. When Pichu got that Zubat with that Thundershock, it was awesome. Oh, and when Cubone hit that guy in the head. Oh, and then when Leaf jumped into the battle, explain all about the evolution. Yeah, okay, great, you got it. Oh yeah, and then we jumped on the Kangaskhan, and Growlithe was in there, and Pidgey did a sand attack, and then Posey was fighting, and then Leaf was gonna use string shot, but then couldn't because you already explained the evolution thing, right? Into the Metapod. Okay, sweet. Uses harden. Yeah. Oh, and then Liddy, talk about I know, you were impressive too.
Really?
Tell her, I just figured you would automatically be adding what you wanted to add into this text thread because you always add what you want in the text thread and I just assumed you would. I'm sorry for not mentioning it specifically. Okay, cool. Yeah, sweet. No, that looks good. Oh yeah, and then that weird threat, you don't know what you're dealing with, as if we don't know what we're dealing with. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Did Nova send us anything back?
Victor.
Hi.
You take in this battle scene as Calynn in the middle of this furious Pokemon frenzy. All of these Pokemon are battling and fighting around her. There's flames, there's leaves shooting, there's a wrench flying through the air, there's blades swinging, swiping, and slicing. And then an executor walks past, stumbling out of a cave. The foliage on its head has just been cut by the Scyther into a shape that Alex will now explain.
Yes, of course. So, have you ever seen a shrub that has been shaped into an animal?
Yes.
Like an Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
Like Edward Scissorhands. So this guy comes out, and I know what you're thinking. There's not a ton of leaves on there. How could you make an animal shape? Funny you should ask. It's a Mareep. And we've had to make a lot of kind of exceptions to how the leaves are shaped. But there's definitely like a head that looks Mareep shaped and then big fluffy body parts. And then there's one long leaf that comes up into a tail that has just had the end kind of perfectly like punched out to have a ball on it.
Adorable.
Mm-hmm.
It's real good. Like, if you were going to be like, could I please get the top-notch topiary? That's topiarier.
Tropius.
It doesn't matter.
That's the Pokemon.
Yes. It would be this Scyther.
It has a new calling. Along with that beautiful sight, Victor, you also see a man, a blonde man in a suit, lay sprawled on the ground. Swirls in his eyes, mumbling incoherently. And then Cubone walks over and gives him a little swift kick to the head as she runs past. And then flash! We see a young Victor drop to his knees into a puddle, water splashing onto his face. Flash! A headache starts to fill your head, Victor. And Spoons glances at you. But as you start to regain your focus and focus back on the battle, so does he. And you hear Echo from out of the cave say, "You don't know who you're dealing with. This place is officially quarantined by Silphco. Back off or force will be used. And we're gonna go back into initiative." That's right, I said it, initiative.
I feel like that wasn't the mic drop moment you thought it was gonna be.
Victor, you do take 3 special damage that you can soak with your special defense. How about that, mic drop?
Special damage?
Scyther's up.
What's going on around Scyther? What's like, we heard a dude in the cave. Scyther's kind of at the entrance of the cave. What's going on in Scyther's world?
Scyther has just sliced up this executor and made this Mareep on top of its head, but it's now surrounded it, and a magneton is floating above the Scyther. Little sparks are flying off of it. Pichu and Pidgey are also flying high above. The rest of the Pokemon are spread out in front of you. Scyther's in between you and the cave.
So we're gonna hit this magneton is what's gonna happen. So let's use a quick attack. Why not? Let's see what it does. Let's just have a good time. Let's just see what happens.
Let's just have fun.
Let's just have a good time. Let's play a game. Let's play a Pokemon game.
Oh, 0 misses.
Oh.
This magneton floats up a little bit as Scyther swings, and it just gets out of the way of the tip of its blade. Anything else for Scyther?
Yeah, but it's kind of weird. So what I want is that this magneton just kind of floats up above Scyther's quick attack, I just kind of want Scyther to use those wings a little bit to just kind of like chase it up a little bit. And I know this doesn't really do much of anything, but I just kind of like the idea of the Magneton like, oh, you can't get me, and Scyther being like, bitch, watch me.
Yes, I love that. Next up is the Kangaskhan, who is squaring off with Chonks, who has been slowed and trapped in this battle by the Zubat that's fluttering above her head, and Posey seems to be on the way to help. But right now, Kangaskhan is up, and seeing as its trainer just went down, it's gonna ball up his fist and act like it's about to swing at Chonks, and at the last minute turns around, punches Calynn with a fake out.
Okay.
Oh, 2 hit.
That do hit though. That sure do.
So that's 33 minus her regular defense.
Yeah.
And as that happens, Victor, flash. As the ripples in the puddle slow and flatten, Victor sees the reflection of a swirl in the water. A drop of blood falls from his nose into the puddle, distorting the image just as the swirl moves. Flash! Victor, you can take another 3 minus your defense.
Emotional damage. Emotional damage!
As that all hits you and you feel your headache worsen a little bit, you see Spoons, as he's floating in the air watching the battle, kind of drop a little bit and then float back up but look back at you. Spoons is up.
That Kangaskhan got a baby?
Yeah.
Can Spoons take the baby?
I don't see why not. You want to give me a focus check?
This is a little wild.
Why don't you tell me what it looks like when Spoons takes this baby and where he ends up with it?
All right. So there's some kind of memory sharing going around. There's a little bit of synergy happening. There's a little bit of oh hell no from Spoons. And he's just gonna pop out of existence, pop right in front of this baby, grab it, and then pop away. He's stealing a baby.
Chonks' eyes go wide as she sees this happen. Cha! But good turn. Next up, Chonks.
Jeez, how does Chonks recover from his baby stealing though? I know. Now that the baby's out of the way, Chonks sees his baby go, eyes go wide, shocked by this, and then realizes there are no more moral quandaries to be found about absolutely blasting this Kangaskhan with an ember. And so goes for it. Oh man, I am not rolling well tonight.
This Kangaskhan, focused on Chonks, dodges out of the way as this ember shoots past, and Calynn, you duck underneath it, but it looks down, sees the baby gone, looks back up to Calynn and to Chonks, and just lets out a roar, and it is enraged.
Chonks is slowed, right?
Which means, yeah, she can just move half her speed.
But I don't know if there's like anywhere else that she's gonna be headed to, so I think no, she's gonna stay where she is.
The Magneton, as it floats up and tries to move away from this Scyther's blade, and the Scyther's wings open and it starts to flutter up towards it. Not expecting to be followed, it lets these sparks shoot forward as it uses Spark. 15 against Scyther's evasion.
I mean, I'm gonna guess, yeah, dude.
So it is 28 minus defense. And on a 15 plus, the target is paralyzed. So as this spark hits Scyther, you see her seize up a little bit and the wings stop. As she was just a few inches off the ground, she drops back down. She cannot move. Next up is the downed agent, as he's like, the other agent does, however, come out of the cave right beside Scyther.
He's been doing just fine.
so far. The other agent says, "Stop this madness now." He'll look to the Pokemon, and Zubat will hold its turn. Executor will hold its turn, and Pichu is up.
So this guy just walked out of the cave, and Pichu's sitting up on top of the cave looking down. Pichu's gonna try to paralyze this motherfucker.
But it'll hit.
Oh, good.
All right, so 16 minus his defense. This bolt comes down and hits, and as it does, flash. Victor, you see a torrent of water just shoot into your face and then flash. Anything else for Pichu?
Just a real quick question. Did the guy's body turn into just bones and a black outline as he was being electrocuted?
He didn't, but all of his hairs just stood on ends, and like he's got, you see like electric shocks just, or like currents just shooting down his body.
All right, that's it. That was the very important question I had.
Next up is Cubone.
Cubone can move 5 square. Cubone gonna go try to get this guy. Cause why not? It seems fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, get this secret agent, man. Ranch Club.
3 hits. But flash. Another white glove fist shoots at you, and you manage to move out of the way of this one, but take a left hook. Flash. Victor, you're up.
Quick question. Why are you doing this? Why are you being so mean to me?
I don't know. I'm sorry. Don't worry. It hurts me more than it hurts you.
Yeah,
No, it doesn't.
I'm sure. Okay. So, absolutely overwhelmed at this point. I think he's gonna start staggering towards Calynn after seeing her get fucking clocked by the Kangaskhan. Run up alongside her and just be like, "You okay?"
Oh yeah, I'm great. This is going great.
Cool. I'm gonna spray in the face with a potion.
Ah! Then just coughing, spluttering like, oh, God, that's gross. That tastes awful. What did you do?
Have you seen spoons?
And then she will look around to see if she can see spoons.
Yeah, you do see Spoons in the trees 60 or 70 feet away from you. Spoons is in the trees with the baby Kangaskhan, but he's like ducking down and like flinching. You see him flinch like every now and then as he moves.
So like, based on where they are, I think Calynn's like wiping the potion remnants off of her face and then goes, "Oh, over there," but like fully because of where they are, like whacks Victor in the head on the way pointing towards it, but then just keeps pointing like as he's moving, like following with her finger where he is.
God.
So sorry. All right, gotta go. And seeing Cubone go over there and try to get this guy, Calynn's gonna go over there and try to rock smash this guy.
2 hits.
Does this man have a weakness to fighting?
He doesn't.
Damn. What about a type disadvantage against teens?
Teens?
Teens.
He doesn't seem to enjoy teens.
Oh, sounds like double damage to me.
That made him resistant to them.
He's resistant to teens?
Yeah, because he hates them so much, he knows how to battle them. He says, you want a curfew? As you hit him with this rock. Anything else?
What's my curfew, old man?
10 p.m.? So that sounds reasonable.
Nope.
Oh.
You don't have enough badges to control me, idiot. And then she hits him with a rock.
I'm gonna call your mom. Growlithe up.
Good luck. Don't ever number.
Now Growlithe. Oh, that's me.
That's you, buddy.
I'm the Growlithe.
It was me. I was the Growlithe all along.
The Growlithe was inside of me. Nope.
Growlithe runs through Victor's legs and in front of this Executor and lets go another Ember. Pepper Breath. That's a Digimon reference for you.
Sure is. Nice.
-1 misses. So the Executor ducks in as the Ember shoots by, burns the little tail part of the Mareep. Just a little singe. It doesn't burn it off. Next up, Ford.
Okay, so Ford is standing back, sort of on the outside of everything, and he sees Spoon steal a baby, Pidgey try to paralyze a guy, and then Calynn go and rock smash the guy. And he just sort of looked at everything that's going on and is like, I feel like we've lost control of this. This is troubling. And just watching the baby fly with spoons. And then he's gonna peek into the cave and see what's going on inside of the cave. Creep over to the edge of the cave and kind of look in there and see what he sees.
Yeah, as you peek in, you see that at first it's dark, like at the immediate area, but there is a glow coming from in there. And as you like peer back, you see that there's like a running stream in here, and there's different levels, and there's stairs that kind of lead, like natural stairs that kind of lead up to a higher level that you can't quite see from here. But you do see that there's signs that people have been in there for a while. Like there's wires and like a generator down on the bottom that you see, like something is set up inside here.
Is that laid out guy in the cave?
He's right outside at the mouth.
Okay.
The other guy is standing like basically in the mouth on the other side of the entrance.
Okay. He's going to look back at the chaos sort of behind him and maybe take a couple of steps into the cave then.
Yeah, you do have to move past this executor, but you...
Oh, is it blocking the way there?
You can get past it by like, because you can go through your friend squares, so you could go like through Scythers. I'm just letting you know that it's basically right there. So as you move up, you can get through and get to the mouth of the cave. I'm basically going to have these triggers go real quick, so...
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, you can go there. Yeah.
Okay.
The Zubat and the Executor are going to drop their initiative right now, and seeing Calynn hit this guy with the rock, the Executor moves up. He's going to use Stun Spore. As you see these spores just shoot out from the Mareeps, where it's kind of tail is like the back end of the backside of the Mareep shoots out these little stun spores. So a 13 to hit, and that paralyzes Calynn. And then the Zubat, well, it'll use Poison Fang against Chunks. 0 to hit.
I think that misses.
That misses, dog. It shoots down to try to bite Chunks. How does it miss Chunks? You tell me.
Zubats are they're so fast. And Chunks is slowed right now. So I think the Zubat is doing its perfect calculations for where Chunks is going to be when it hits. But Chunks is like, and the Zubat just right past her nose.
And as she shoots past, and speaking of perfect aerodynamics, Pidgey's up.
Perfect aerodynamics. Pidgey's gonna try to snipe that Zubat.
13 hits. For a lot of damage.
And then it's pushed 2 meters. I just like to imagine that it misses Chonks, and then Pidgey just kind of swoops in right on its flight path and hits this thing, and it gets pushed 2 meters, and by that it just like gets like knocked like off like the path that it was flying on 2 meters away, and is just kind of like flapping but with difficulty right above the ground now.
And then next up is Aaron.
Fury swipes on the big one that I can't remember the name of right now. The one without the baby.
Executor?
That one didn't have a baby
Childless
ever.
Kangaskhan.
Nobody has
The
babies.
child.
Yeah.
Except Spoons.
Spoons heard Adopt Don't Shop and was like, you fucking bet.
10 hits.
Okay, so now we got to do a thing where I hit the 5-strike button.
Yep, and it'll tell you how many to multiply the damage by.
5.
Nice.
So all of them.
Hey, Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't fighting super effective against normal?
Yep.
45. And because it's more effective,
It's doubled.
is it doubled? Okay, so 90.
So 90 minus the defense of the Kangaskhan.
Don't
Yeah.
don't even do the math. Don't even bother.
I did the math, still far exceeds the amount of hit points. Tell me what this looks like.
Chaos as the whirling dervish Mankey comes in like a Tasmanian devil and puts this much larger Pokemon down.
this Kangaskhan was just enraged and mad for nothing because Aaron took it right the fuck out. Swirls are in its eyes as the fists leave. Posey.
Okay, so Posey was walking up and was about to attack. And then the Genghis Khan, and then just sees that all happen in front of her and then looks down and was like, yikes. But in Posey voice.
Nah.
Thank you. And then looks up if there's anything else in range to attack, which is just... Yeah, probably that guy. The executive...
The executive producer.
Yeah. Posey yells, fuck capitalism, and then runs over to the executive. Fuck you, businessman. We'll move up and we'll do... What kind of attack? It's going to be a scratch attack is what it's going to be.
8.
And that's going to hit. Yeah. For 90 damage.
For 90 more damage.
And for 90 more damage. Or not quite 90 damage.
Posey runs up and scratches some of this bark off of the Executor. And then, who we've all been waiting for, Leaf is up.
Oh.
I didn't mean that amount of shade in that. And I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
I don't for 1 second believe you didn't mean that amount of shade.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, that was intentional shade.
Why are you being so mean to me and my Pokemon today?
Oh, no. I'm going to get better. It's going to be better now.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm just going to roll with the abuse. Everybody just ran past Leaf, and she's still fucking doing her little boat waddle forward. I guess she's going to go for the Executor since he's closest. I don't know what she's going to do when she gets there. I don't even know where to put her.
Harden?
Yeah.
I am so mad that I didn't think to have Posey pick up Leaf and carry around just like Jinx's shark gun.
Oh, I was gonna say like a batleth.
Oh, that's even better. Oh, I like that. It's good. Posey just starts speaking Klingon.
Do it, Austin.
Yeah. Posey doing Klingon. Let's hear it. Yes, and.
Posey.
Oh, actually, that's pretty good. It's pretty good, Posey Klingon.
Why did I say Posey?
Yeah.
Is that what they mean when they say the Pokemon say their names? And yeah, I guess she's gonna harden, and she's doing such a good job, you know?
I thought Alex yelled pardon, and I was like, what a polite little Pokemon. Excuse me, pardon me. Excuse me.
She has the power to grant pardons to other Pokemon.
Now I need just like a little Edwardian Pokemon that's in here, just like, pardon me, sir. May I please have an attack?
Leaf has the little ruffle collar thing happening. So distinguished.
Please, may I have another candy?
Boss is the left.
Boss is the Mareep. The Mareep says bah.
Yeah, I just checked the handbook. There's no rules that say you can't have clothes for your Pokemon or distinguish Pokemon. So
there's no rule that says your Pokemon can't be polite.
There's no rule that says your Pokemon has to be from the current era.
Or universe.
Or not a Dickensian orphan.
Little Dickensian child. Please, sir, may I have some more?
Little Lily is up.
Little Liddy. I want little Liddy to just like so tiny, so scared, so little, just float down under Executor. And then just light that motherfucker up.
You're casting stove? Is that what it sounds like?
Basically a candle, man.
Open range.
A 1 as Liddy shoots down sneakily and tries to get underneath this Executor. It looks down and sees her and stabs her in the back. No, jumps away.
Yeah, same thing I was gonna do.
Austin,
what?
You're up for blood
no, that
today.
was such a good joke. That was such a good joke.
Was it? I don't get it. What is that from?
Because he sees her. Caesar? Et tu, Litty? Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Sometimes when Austin speaks, I just hear accent.
Yeah, it helped in this one. That was
a good one.
Unfortunately, that misses.
Yeah, no, that's not surprising. I'll keep rolling like dog shit all night.
We'll see. Top of the round. Scyther's up.
Hell yeah. Scyther's got beef with that Magneton.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. 8'll hit. Scyther's not paralyzed, is she?
Did Scyther get paralyzed at the end of last turn from the Magneton using? Yeah, I think it did. I think she did.
I think so, yeah.
So what do you want me to do?
Roll a d20 and we'll see if she saves. And that way...
You roll a d20, Austin.
I don't want to... She does save because the DC is 5, so the turn goes off as normal. Sparks fly, not only from the Magneton, but as these blades of the quick attack from the Scyther smack into it. Kangaskhan swirls in its eyes, spoons.
I don't know if he had a plan for this baby. I think he just kind of reappears in the battle without a baby. And y'all... Oh my god! The faces of everyone on this call!
Where's the baby?
Where's the baby?
I'm
There he
so
is.
glad that Ford went in this cave. He would have been losing his mind.
Baby's fine. Not a monster. Yep, drop him down here by Leaf.
This fucking baby's gonna be raised by Houndoom in the woods.
Let's take a hit on this Executor.
13'll hit. What's this attack look like?
I think he finds just one of the egg faces and he just like fucking crushes it with his body.
I thought you meant with his mind.
That's even cooler.
What happens to the other two faces?
They look scared.
Now they just have to live with their crushed-headed friend?
They're brethren.
You don't know they were friends.
What if it's like if you kill one of the chimera heads and the other two just have to deal with that?
It just hangs there.
Oh, yeah.
They drag its slowly rotting head across the ground as they walk.
Oh shit.
That was dark.
What if we played a game with 2 people as a chimera head and they had a third dead head?
Yes, one of them was a big fan of Jerry Garcia.
Oh, Chunks.
Chunks is just seeing this Zubat miss her nose and then Pidgey come in and just knock this Zubat asunder. Chunks is going to try and level another Ember in its direction. Does a 4 hit? Hey,
Yeah.
Austin.
Yeah,
Austin.
4 hit.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
I was just looking, waiting for the roll to come up, and then I was like, oh, who rolled an Ember?
That'd be me.
That'd be you. That'll hit.
That's good. Zubat comes in, misses Chunks' nose. Pidgey hits it. It gets knocked asunder. And then Chunks, being slowed, just kind of turns her head and just lets out this gout of flame that just catches the Zubat.
As that smoke clears, the Zubat is just barely with these singe marks all over it. It's flapping slower. Chunks want to move or anything?
Chunks is going to super... Like, I know you say half speed. In my mind, this is just like... But yeah, Chunks is going to turn and surprisingly fast normally is just going to move less than half her speed over here by Calynn.
Austin's committing to the bit.
Magneton up.
That's you.
That's me. Seeing that this isn't going great, it's going to use Magnet Bomb on the biggest threat.
Executor.
Aaron.
We all know it's Leaf, though, right?
We all know
if
it's
anybody
Leaf.
picks up Leaf, Leaf is it's a lethal weapon.
Lethal Weapon 3.
Yes.
picks up used leaf as a batleth and just says, "Pardon me," every time.
Pardon me, sir.
This magneton starts to like shake and shake and shake, and you see screws and little quarters, coins, like your all's belt buckles and just zippers and stuff on your all's bags and clothes are like starting to vibrate as all kinds of metals are kind of forming around and above this magneton. All these items just shoot forward at Aaron as he uses magnet bomb. 18 to hit Aaron. Well, magnet bomb can't miss. Sorry. So 30 damage.
I don't like that you just did that on like 8 different levels. First of all, asking me if an 18 hits is rude. Second of all, going and saying, "Oh well, I can't miss anyway." I just rolled to like show off that I know how to roll.
Oh,
He is
fuck.
spicy Austin.
He's really being...
I'll cool off in the break.
No, you won't.
We'll see. Oh, you're magnetic now, Aaron, but you take 30 minus your defense.
I am magnetic.
Yeah, I think that means metal sticks to you and stuff. So all this stuff is on
Thanks,
Aaron.
Sarah Palin.
So Aaron raises up from the ground and like his arms and legs are being held out, and all of a sudden his adamantium skeleton is just removed from his body. It's okay, we'll find out about bone claws next.
In the future, this agent says, "I told you all to surrender, and now you'll pay." He moves away from Chonks. So
Does that provoke an attack of
does.
opportunity? Fantastic struggle, right?
yeah, 8'll hit, 22 damage. Oh! Chonks slashes his Achilles heel or something, and he stumbles, and he like looks up.
The guy or the magnetron?
The man,
Chonks just slashes his calf muscles. Like, what?
yeah,
Like Kill Bill? Like, ugh.
she cauterizes it right after, but
That helps. That makes it so much better.
as the claws rake down this guy's back and split his suit open and the blood comes out, flash!
Dude, that would be a wild place to end the episode.
All right. You guys can catch more of me at CZ Drop all over all the socials. And if you like live plays, I run an Animorphs alternate universe TTRPG where a different group of idiot teenagers with the Death Wish gain the power to turn into any animal they can touch and go try to fight evil alien parasites that take over your brain and your life and your mom and your dad. And if you want to find all that, that's Dungeons and Dracon Beams. You can go to linktr.ee/CZ Drop. That's linktree/CZ Drop.
Hi, I'm Kaycie. I do podcasts like Animorphs Anonymous and Hearst Girls. I also draw stuff on Art Corner, which is every third Tuesday of the month on twitch.tv/CZDrop. And I also draw stuff in the form of my webcomic B-Side You, which is a gay romance webcomic that takes place in the early 2000s. That is free to read at bsideyoucomic.com. It's also on Tapas and Webtoons. It is less free to read, but you get early access pages and bonus pages at patreon.com/KCD Studios if you want to help support me making my dreams. If you want to find me everywhere else on the internet, you can go to linktr.ee/KCD Studios. All right, bye.
You can find me at horsegirls.club because I am learning how to become a horse girl. Spoiler, it's not going good. I'm not retaining a lot, but they're trying hard.
You can find me across the internet at Alex and Birds. If you go to linktr.ee/Alex and Birds, you can find a list of many of the things I do. Not all of them, but at least the regular things like Animorphs Anonymous, which we've done all sorts of Apple Grant properties. And if you go to twitch.tv/Animorphs Anonymous, you can find us making people read it for the first time and giving their opinions on it. Notably at this time, a swan named Emily. You never know who else we're going to convince to read it. Also, Horse Girls, horsegirls.club. You can find Tim there too. We're training to be a horse girl. It's going super well. He's retaining a lot. We also do Dungeons and Drakenbeams, which Austin is the GM of. We're idiot teens with a death wish. He said that already, but I'm letting you know we're really, really fucking dumb. Guys, we're real idiots. We keep rolling nat ones. Late starters, that's this one. Welcome, you found it. Congratulations. Also, surprise, we do Surprise Attack Book Club, which drops in a bunch of different feeds, and it's great. When does it drop? We can't tell you that. It's a frickin' surprise. Also, things like Guild of Granddaughters. Check it out.
If you want to help these 3 floundering, older than average trainers on their Pokemon journey, financially speaking, in exchange for goods and services, the form of character journals and stickers and I don't know what else, random shit that we do, you can go to the Late Starters Patreon. That's right, patreon.com/late starters. Come support our floundering trainers as they flounder their way through the Kanto region. Thanks in advance, buddy.
You can start late, but at least you're starting.